today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Dak going to start out going to the air. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing, Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, Prescott going right back to Ferguson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd and 3. Toss left to Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now a 3-point swing right there.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Nothing our scores. We ready for the dynamic kickoff. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his 6th season now out of Duke.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Singletary again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Jones.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Jones.
Open man is the rookie, Theo Johnson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Jones, pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 21. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Here's Jones throwing on first down.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones.
He has Hyatt over the middle.
And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
Devin Singletary punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. That time a 9-play drive, and it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Jones now on first down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Joseph is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Dallas offense set for this next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Our score after one here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, what a catch by Lamb. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
First down throw for Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jalen Tolbert from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
Fielded just inside the 20.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
A give to Elliott running left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Inside give to Elliott.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Elliott.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Bobby Okereke in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Back to throw.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes it a 17-10 score. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Jones. Throwing to start the drive. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a dump off here complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Third and 9 here.
Back to throw. Jones.
He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
That one taken in by Neighbors.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
It's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Prescott.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment. But welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports halftime report. It was the veteran quarterback Dak Prescott who had it working in the first half. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Giants offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 43. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw. Jones. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down again.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 31 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw here.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off. And
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Prescott off play action. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
Prescott yet again.
Making the catch on the comeback, it's Cooks.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead now up to 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back to throw here.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Prescott on 1st down.
That's into the hands of Tolbert.
And he's got this down to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And the Giants ready to come out now. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Jones hit and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On play action, Prescott going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert
26 yards.
And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New York set to take the field. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Now Jones.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And wrangled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. The end result, 21 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
There's a short one caught by Johnson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Back to throw again. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
That is caught. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, and he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game. So defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
The Giants going to take over again on offense.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.